When a narcissist tries to leech off of you because they just hate you so much. Hello again, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for stopping here. You're the reason my channel exists. Thank you so much. I'd also recommend subscribing to this channel and activating the notification bell if you're new to this channel. Let's begin. Narcissists are haters. This is for sure. It's easy for them to detest and even despise practically everyone since they're so jealous. Even if they don't tell you explicitly that they dislike you, it's common knowledge. However, to make sure that you don't regard them as a threat, they'll reap the benefits of appearing kind to you. Their objective is to acquire your trust by making you laugh and enjoying them while they wait for the appropriate opportunity to damage you. When it comes to acting and faking it, narcissists are some of the best. Therefore, I strongly advise anyone who is prone to be misled by others to harden their resolve. Narcissists are everywhere. They may target you before you know it. When you discover how much the narcissist despises you, you must not allow them to play with your emotions. Following are some examples of the narcissist's animosity toward you. Narcissists rarely speak these remarks out loud. Therefore, some people don't take them at face value. Hate, on the other hand, is a potent poison. Having a strong dislike for someone or something to the point of calling it hatred is what this means. Those they claim to adore, such as the narcissist's partner or family members, are the ones who are impacted the most. It doesn't matter how we think about it. It's not hard to notice, actually. A person's conduct, words, and stare can reveal a lot about how they feel about you. Their actions speak louder than words because narcissists rarely openly express hatred for you. When it comes to understanding people, deeds speak louder than words. The covert narcissist has the ability to slyly attack those they despise or seek to punish. Their harsh behavior resulted in their purposefully messing things up and spreading falsehoods about me, which I was the victim of. How they treat you tells you how much narcissists dislike you. Taking you for granted, lying to you, ghosting you, giving the evil eye, intentionally inflicting harm on you, mocking you in public, or making you feel embarrassed are all signs that you've been taken for granted by someone else. Even if they'll want to make up to you soon after humiliating you, the list of alternatives is infinite. However, we may not be aware of the narcissist's conduct until it is too late. You may have been hurt so badly by this point that they're done with you. The reason for this is that they were very effective at concealing their genuine goals, or making us feel that the troubles we were experiencing were the consequence of our mistakes or fabrications. People that are narcissistic will go to great lengths to conceal their sentiments toward others. So we're left with a sneaky assailant who sneaks up on us whenever he gets the chance. In order to fool others, a narcissist must pretend that he or she is someone else, someone nice and dependable. We're left with an opponent who acts like a friend, family member, or beloved partner at the end of the day. The bargain is done when slander or lies are utilized to undermine your reputation and turn people against you. The depth of their love for you and their desire to damage you are shown by their lies. One may be certain that no one cares about them when they can look them in the eyes and utter a falsehood. So, the moment you catch them lying without feeling guilty, you'll know they'll do that again. In any case, is it conceivable for someone to spread lies about you in order to get others to detest you? You can be fooled by a liar and fall for their lies, of course. That person's ability to con you into thinking you have mental or other problems when you actually don't is a red sign. It's impossible to stay with these folks for long without getting hurt. They can never be your friend, your partner, or whatever it is that deserves your trust. A person who tells you a falsehood in order to make themselves feel better or to make you feel loved is not doing you any favors. It doesn't matter what their goal is. A foundation based on lies will not remain long. They don't care about you, And that's all you need to know. Even if you don't think of them as an adversary, I'm sure they see you as one. Narcissists tell lies to cover up their contempt for others. Having a narcissist attack you is enough proof that they dislike you, even if you don't believe it at first. There is no quick fix for the hatred either. They do an excellent job of hiding it, but their behaviors speak for themselves. For those who pay attention, you'll be able to see all of these dark, evil forces at work in the narcissist's lies: jealousy, pride, and greed. I believe that's about it for the day. If you find this video useful, please like and share it with your friends. As always, I hope you found this information useful. Please feel free to share your thoughts and ideas on this topic in the comment section provided below. We look forward to reading them. Please consider subscribing to our channel and pressing the bell icon below for future videos. Thank you for your time. When a narcissist thinks they can't beat you, this is what they do. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for stopping here. Without you, my channel wouldn't exist. My recommendation is that you also subscribe to this channel and set the notification bell if this is your first time on this channel. Make sure not to miss it when we upload another video. Let's begin. Narcissists care about nothing but themselves and nothing else in the world. For as long as you're serving a purpose and addressing a void in their lives, your role in their lives will continue to matter to them. You'll find that narcissists will go to great lengths to control you, no matter how minor or difficult the task. Narcissists are trying to take over the world, and you're a stepping stone for them, so remember that. You're just a necessary sacrifice. The tactics narcissists use to eliminate anyone they regard as a threat are what we'll be covering in this video. People who are strong-minded, difficult to persuade, or who already have preconceived notions about what they want in life will be the focus of our attention today. Those who are self-assured are less prone to being affected by narcissists' tricks. These folks have reached a particular level of maturity in their thoughts and actions. So narcissists will think twice if they want to sway these people. Narcissists are arrogant. They are unable to accept others for who they really are. Self-esteem, confidence, and a strong belief in one's own abilities are all traits that turn off narcissists. Despite this, they're still after these people, trying to bring these people down. Simply put, everyone is a target for narcissists, regardless of how difficult or easy it is for them. Narcissists would do anything to crush everyone who stands in their way and threatens their power. To boost their own egos, they must diminish the worth of others, that's why. They'll continue to attempt and influence our lives and wait for the moment when we let our guard down. Even if we can withstand their persistent efforts, they only need one good opportunity. Even if we're resourceful and tenacious, they'll find a way to defeat us. The narcissist is not hesitant to employ a number of ways to gain control over others, such as love bombing, smear campaigns, and gaslighting. When flattery and charm aren't enough, they turn to victimization to get your pity and understanding. This is the truth, since narcissists don't care what other people think. Just a starting point is all they need. This means that no matter how much love, affection, or pity they may conjure, they'll treat it the same way as attention. They'll try to get you to feel sorry for them by using flattery and charm. And if you're responding to them, it's clear that you're falling for their trap. To gain control and force us to conform to their will, they may use a different method if love bombing does not work. Making us feel sorry for them is the most common one. As a means of avoiding responsibility, they would make up a sick excuse rather than carry out their job. They'll even go so far as to deliberately injure themselves in other situations in order to make their plan works. Narcissists may say that they have nowhere else to turn and need your help, and they'll keep repeating themselves. Now, I believe you've got it. In the face of a formidable opponent, narcissistic individuals often adopt a pitiful manner. They try to appear fragile and humble in order to win your trust. They appear to be vulnerable and humble. They make it so that you can't refute them, or else you will appear egocentric if you ignore them. They want to slowly ruin you, so they infiltrate every facet of your life to make you more vulnerable to their attacks in the long run. However, they may return the favor by hurling you back into the ditch if you decide to help them out. It's unlikely that they will exhibit any remorse once they've done so. So, keep an eye out at all times. To get you to believe their falsehoods, narcissists would claim to be in love with you or to be a victim. Their self-esteem soars when they tear down a strong-minded person like you, since it allows them to believe that their own strength and superiority are greater than yours. They'd stab you in the back before kicking you out as soon as they'd gotten their fill of information from you. If that still isn't enough, they have only one further option to bring you to your knees. As if they are eager to learn from you, these people will put on an air of reverence for you. Although narcissists are powerless, they still have a few options available to them. They couldn't figure out your weaknesses or secrets because of your strong mentality. This means that as a second option, they may choose to focus on those who are close to you. In order to gain access to your life or learn more about you, a narcissist would convince your pals to believe his or her lies about you. A skilled liar, a narcissist is by nature. As a result of this intimidation campaign, your friends and family members will turn against you. People may eventually dislike you as a result of what you're doing. Because they view you as an adversary, they seek out the attention of others. The narcissist will never be satisfied with simply disliking, betraying, or leaving you. They make sure that you wouldn't be a threat again. So, you should be wary of everybody you interact with since, at this point, everybody could be talking about you. Narcissists will take advantage of any opportunity to disseminate rumors and promote falsehoods about people. They may, for example, seek to get you terminated from your position at work. It doesn't matter how well you do your job if your coworkers are all against you. It is them who will accuse you of something for which there is no evidence to support your denials. They'll think of ways to bring you down because you're more well known and regarded than the narcissist. For the sake of their own safety, they'll act in this manner. For narcissists, the ultimate goal in life is to acquire all of the material possessions they currently don't have. You can bet they'll do whatever it takes to get their hands on your life. Those who are envious of others' accomplishments are unable to handle them. That's why they get upset when we don't fall for their ploys, because it makes them look bad. Because of this, they are attempting to remove these items from our hands and injure us in the process. This is when the narcissist finally decides that conquering you, no matter how easy or difficult it may be for them, is worth the effort. Love bombing isn't working. They'll turn to dishonest tactics to win your favor, and they'll enlist the help of someone you can rely on. This means that no matter how far you get in the game, you'll constantly have to learn their tricks and strategies. It doesn't matter how high you rise in society, the narcissist will always seek to tear you down. My advice to you remains the same. Be cautious and aware of your surroundings. Please accept my heartfelt gratitude for your time and attention. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Please consider subscribing to our channel and pressing the bell icon below for future updates. Thank you. When a narcissist knows they hold no power against you, this is what happens. The topic we'll be covering today all have one thing in common. To what extent do narcissists often resort when their strategies fail? When you have them exactly where you want them to be, once they have been revealed completely. What happens when a narcissist loses control of a loved one? First of all, subscribing to my channel would mean a lot to me if you found this video useful or enjoyable. Please remember that this video is not meant to serve as a substitute for professional help or to diagnose mental health problems. Let's begin. Narcissists have an extreme preoccupation with their own feelings and the approval of others, and they have difficulty taking criticism well. They struggle to empathize and may resort to manipulative behavior as a result. And hey, let's be honest. We've all been there and done that. Not quite extreme, but probably to a certain point. On the other hand, we see that these traits remain constant in those with pathological narcissism. It's their state of being. Due to their vengeful nature, it is reasonable for them to fear the consequences when their secret is revealed. In terms of their behavior, narcissists are generally difficult to predict. However, it's not hard to predict how a narcissist would act after they feel they've lost influence over you. If you've ever had even a platonic connection with one or place such a high value on other people's praise and approval, this is to be expected. They have no concept of self-identity and hence have no comprehension of the world. They will resort to bullying, threatening, intimidating, and humiliating people into giving them what they seek, attention and affirmation, on their terms, which can be unrealistic. Their minds are always plagued by feelings of envy and shame, and the strangest part is that they often engage in repulsive actions to cover up their feeling and shame. People who are cruel to others, by acts such as disregard, rejection, punishment, infidelity, derision, etc., usually end up on their own. This is what happens to many narcissists. They always end up on their own because of their nasty behaviors. This means that they have a limited repertoire of responses to use when they lose control over someone. They may even try to reconcile with you in person. They certainly are, but maybe not in terms of the harm they've caused. Mostly, they're sorry because of what they face at the moment, the fact that they've lost a valuable narcissistic supply. They're sorry for the fact that they're all alone again, being abandoned. They feel ashamed that now they're exposed. An alternative is to provide an explanation before offering an apology, such as, "It's not me, it's my anxiousness. The fact that I'm ill is out of my control. I'm unable to regulate my actions because of my addiction to this substance. Please accept my apologies. After all, you also said something that deeply hurt me years ago." Things may go around that line. Unfortunately, most apologies are forgotten after a short period of time has passed. Whether it be 1 day or 1 week, they'd go back to their old self. Narcissists tend to revert to their previous behavior patterns. Exceptionally talented narcissists don't have trouble changing their gameplay. They simply discover novel approaches to old problems. The same thing, only a different setup. They can act as if they're trying to reason with you rather than apologize. Just picture this person taking the grey rock approach, where they just answer inquiries with a single word, or the no contact approach, where they simply stop answering queries. Sending a text or email with the message, "I've no idea what I've done to hurt you, but I'll always love you," is a common manner of expressing regret for past wrongdoings and assuring the recipient of one's eternal love. In such a situation, you can probably anticipate a lot of jumbled words followed by a threat like, "And I'm going to let other people know what you're like. But still, I want you to know that my feelings for you will never change." If you do receive such a message, or if you do receive an apology, pleading, or tears, perhaps you are contemplating giving them another chance. I won't talk you out of it, but I will ask you to think about drawing on your experience. I mean, how many times can they say sorry before you stop listening? Perhaps it wasn't a large sum, but how many were there? So, The negative behavior ended after the apologies were issued, correct? Since this has always been the case before, why should this time be any different? Secondly, narcissists almost never apologize when they've been discovered lying. They will not admit their destructive behavior to you or anyone else, so they can't or will not recognize their own inadequacies, misjudgments, mistakes, or limits, even to themselves. Rather, there are typically many false allegations. They'd alter what you've said or done, or claim that you did, or said things you never did or uttered. Create alternate stories that make people misinterpret you and your intentions. Your partner may have perfected the art of manipulation and gaslighting if you've been together for some time. If it appears that other people believe them too, you can start to question your own sanity. Covert narcissists may appear modest and contrite to onlookers, yet their true feelings of superiority to others may not be hidden at all. Third, they may reach out to others you know outside of the relationship to show their true care for them, after a breakup if they haven't previously. To the narcissist, making sure the people around you are under their control is of utmost significance. Saying that they haven't heard from them in quite some time, that they're worried about them, or that they suddenly developed a strong preference for something related to them. They'll join up with the team and quickly become fast friends with everyone else in that group. It's possible they'll try to get in touch with them personally by sending cards, calling, or inviting them out to dinner. The narcissist wants to show that, despite their first impressions, they are honourable people deserving of respect. In addition, this offers numerous advantageous outcomes to the narcissist. The goal is to recruit flying monkeys, or reliable friends and family members of the victim, to act as informants. Narcissists make use of these people to watch over you in order to learn pertinent details about you. Shortly, its main purpose is to scare the victim into submission, or to make sure the victim is still under their control, letting the victim stay in a dangerous situation where they can do more harm. It's an adaptive response that allows the narcissist to manage their own perceptions of the circumstance, as well as the perceptions of those around them. Narcissism is corrosive because it first eats away at a person or thing from the inside, and then, if that fails, it tries to destroy it from the outside. Number 4, they will project onto their victims. To get their victims to accept responsibility for their poor behaviour, they often resorted to emotionally blackmailing them. A narcissist who has just lost a significant other or close friend may try to use their grief, shame, and humiliation to gain sympathy. That takes a lot of guts, for sure. They will resort to any means necessary in order to attempt to manipulate the victim's emotional side and elicit feelings of pity and sympathy for themselves at the expense of the victim. They will not stop pleading, crying, begging, whining, being angry, etc., until the victim apologizes for how they feel about the treatment they received. When referring to a similar incident, I often say, "They wet the bed and blamed the blanket." Number 5, they're getting mean and petty. It's like everything is your fault. In the narcissist mind, they say, "How dare you try to see through me? How dare you want to stop putting up with my antics?" Keep in mind that narcissists think everything is about them, and what they did to their victims is because they deserve it. They deserve the worst treatment possible if need be. Certain people are predisposed to destructive or aggressive behaviour. They could spread damaging rumours. It's possible that they're purposefully withholding data, assets, and information, that which they think will give them back power and control over their victims, that they have a responsibility to set an example for their victims. 6. If they are unable to maintain their deception, control, or threat, they may try to form a trauma bond. A victim of a narcissist may begin to believe that the narcissist's pattern of poisonous behavior is no longer hurtful because it has become ordinary. One who is being emotionally abused may appear to an outsider to be completely dependent on the narcissist. Perhaps they are financially dependent, or maybe emotionally dependent. Having a child, for example, means they are likely to spend a lot of time together. Perhaps they have developed an unhealthy reliance on their abuser and will never be able to break free. It's possible that the issue is of a physical nature, such as a health problem. The narcissist will attempt to form a trauma bond, a link based on a shared traumatic experience, even if one did not previously exist. If it was already there, they would fortify it in any way possible, doing anything they could to make it extremely difficult for the victim to exercise any independence or to flee. A narcissist who believes they are losing control over someone may exhibit the aforementioned actions and personality traits. Naturally, there's a lot more to it. Please feel free to give your 2 cents to the discussion about this topic by typing them in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing to my channel and activate the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads. Thank you.